Okay, ignore the mess. I haven't really had much time to do anything. My volume is pretty low, isn't it? Let's see, is this better? Not really. Okay, that should be better. Should be. Testing 1, 2. Okay, how's that? So this makes it really hard for me to read chat. I need to order another one of those monitors anyway. Anyway, how's everybody doing? That does seem a little hot, doesn't it? Okay. Hopefully this sounds okay. I can't really hear it because, you know, despite being a sound guy, I'm not ever prepared, it seems, whenever it comes to these streams, so. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And the music's hopefully at a good volume level. It looks good. So, I got a few things today. First, we're going to look at Luthon's 3DS here. Let me get on YouTube. Just in case anybody's watching over on YouTube. Are they? I don't know. It's live. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. If you are, hi. If not, well, fuck you. No. Anyway, Luthon, shut the fuck up. But yes, I need to get good. So anyway, we're gonna look at Luthon's 3DS XL. What weeaboo game does he have in here? Pokemon Sun. Okay. Why does that not surprise me? So we're gonna take a look at it. Probably do a little cleanup on it. Your 3DS is filthy, Luthon. It's not any worse than mine. Of course, I bought this one used. So this one needs a card reader. I know that for sure. So this is going to be a future project on this one here. But this one we're going to try to get. And so this is the new 3DS XL. So I've got the little nubbin. I guess you can't really, let me adjust the camera. There we go, that's probably better. Excuses. Anyway, audio level's okay. So what I'm doing is I don't know why I'm charging this because I think it's a different battery. Well, we'll find out. Is it a different charging port? No, it's the same charging port, so. And when we plug in here, I don't think the charging port is the problem on this one because the light comes on. So I think your battery's just dead. So we're gonna see. I have a man's game on here. You see that, Luthon? That's a real game. We're gonna take the games out of these, and we're gonna crack them open. And we're gonna see if the batteries are the same because I honestly don't know. So we're all gonna learn today. So on these, I think it's just the two back screws, and they are just regular. And so I will take my driver. That's the one. Okay, if I remember right, the screws on these guys are captive. So let's bring this in here. Okay. Okay. And I believe this guy, I'll remove the stylus. I believe it just kind of slides down. Kind of pops up. Pops off. Okay. Here's the battery out of mine. We're going to set mine aside. We're going to open Luthans. So, this one, the stylus is on the side. Huh. How's everybody doing today? There's a little bit of spudger action here to get her. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this looks SPR03. So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to swap the battery out. Actually, let's do this the way we should. Let me grab my voltmeter real quick. Exhausted. What's been going on, dude? Now, let me grab my voltmeter real quick. Sorry, I got distracted. As I was outside, there was 2 T-38 fighter jets flying overhead. Didn't get much sleep. Going out of town for a wedding, huh? Oh, I'm working tonight. Okay. So... we're not measuring hertz. We're measuring volts DC. And I suspect that there's not going to be any DC volts on this. So there is, but it's 2.3. Can you guys see that? Yeah, 2.3. So the one out of mine, which is the one we're going to put in there. So 3.8. So we're going to see if this thing fires up. But I suspect this battery is 2.3 is kind of... so these are lithium ion batteries, and they want to be at about 3.7 volts. Nominally, you do not want them dropping below that. So, let's go ahead and try to turn it on. Oh. If I held the power button. All right, Luthon. I think we figured her out. Okay, so let's try putting a new battery in here. So I did order a battery. I'm using it for my multimeter here. Okay, so this is an aftermarket battery, but it says 1750 milliamp hours. 1750. Okay, let's take a look at the voltage. Well, that's not ideal. It's negative. Why is it negative? Well, it's negative because I have the leads backwards. So let's put this guy in there. See if she chooches. And there we go. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. I throw them away, usually after sticking lots of holes in them with a nail. Actually, sometimes I do poke them intentionally because it's kind of fun to set them on fire. You're probably supposed to dispose of them, but unless I'm dealing with like something that's a real big serious risk, I mean, people throw laptops and shit away all the time, so. I'm a bad person, Luthon. Okay, so that was really easy. So this one's no good. It's kind of weird because it's not swelling, but it's still way under voltage. Yeah, they can, but like, you know, just don't put them. You guys want me to do a video on blowing up lithium batteries? I've got a few big fat ones that are a little puffy that could use that treatment. I could do a video on that. That'd be fun. Okay, so we're gonna clean it up a little bit before we put it back together. Just because, you know. You know, 15, 20 years of schmoo on this thing. And if I hadn't taken a bath in 15 or 20 years, I'd probably have a bunch of schmoo on me too, so. Do you want this sticker on here still? I don't know what that's from. 9/11/13. Okay. I think this part like actually hinges. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to force that. I knew there was something going on there. Well, would you like me to remove it? I'll just put the old battery in here. What? Oh, it comes, look at that, it comes with a screwdriver. Not the smartest thing to ship a screwdriver and a battery, but. Okay, well, we shall remove it then. We get a little IPA and we'll put that on there. Where's my squirt bottle at? It's here somewhere. I'm doing this here because I don't want to remove the serial number label. What's convenient? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's nice when they send you stuff like that. I mean, I've got a screwdriver set, so it doesn't matter for me. But like, you know, if you're just doing this as a one-off, not like changing the batteries in these are difficult or anything. And I'm just trying to soak under the label so that whenever I remove it, it'll be an easy and free experience. We'll just use our little spudger here to That looks horrible, but that's okay. We'll clean it up. So I have over here, it's brand new, microfiber cloth I'm going to use. There we go. Good as new. Clean up the back as well. Oh, here's another little sticker. Snick, are you around? I was supposed to ask you a question. We have lost the Snick. He must be with the Dog. Or my chat's terribly delayed, one of the two. Okay. He may be doing other things. I'll just text him later. Okay. So now, let's just do some more general cleanup of it. I've got some wipes we'll use. Let me grab them real quick. These are really good for general cleaning on things that you don't necessarily want to use spray away on. Not sure how well that would work on the glass here, so. Yeah, Twitch is not the best. Wanted to be on earlier, but I got a late start today and some things went wrong, as you know, my life is usually. There we go. Look at that. Okay, we're going to clean this up a little bit. I think that's the majority of it. I'm not going to do a deep clean on this thing, but there we go. Hey, Chip Gal. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay. Now it's time we're going to go in here and delete Bird Jesus. We're gonna load. But yes, Chip Dow, I'm at the shop. I'm not going to be here for too much longer. Got a couple more of these to look at. Good old Lytton. Remember, I bought this to play with my ex-girlfriend. Do, 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 do. You know, that's kind of dark. 'Oh, okay. I guess it's just dark outside. It looks dark on the camera. Yeah, Luthon, you don't have a lot here. $2016, yeah. You know, it was a good game. I liked it. I was busy with engineering school and never got a chance to do the in-game stuff, so. Anyway, I'll put that on the charger for a minute. I got another one I'm going to look at here before I put my battery back up. And this is kind of like a super rare Pikachu edition. So we're going to, first thing we're going to do, actually we're going to see if the charging port works on it. Okay, so we have nothing from the charging port. Nothing from the charging port, and I wiggle it around. Not getting anything. So it's not a great sign, but we're gonna crack it open and see. So it's probably got a bad charging port, would be. Is this really, let's look into this. It's a lot of corrosion there. Y'all see that? So, before I go any further, I'm going to put some deoxit on it. We're gonna see if we can do something there. Let me find my deoxit. Oh, I brought it with me. dun. Now, no guarantee this is going to work. But we'll see what she does. Okay. Still no charging port indication. Okay. So, let's crack her open. Let's see if this thing's completely a lost cause. This thing's like glued together. Ooh. Oh, that's... Okay, so we got a couple things going on here. So this is not a good sign, right? That's bad. Okay. No, that is probably Coke or juice or something like that. So, also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this battery is bulging. So, you can't tell because it's not in the shot. Yeah, so... Okay, so first thing, let's take this out. Okay, so y'all can see the difference in the batteries, right? See how this one's kind of bulging? Okay, so that's bad. So let's look at the battery connector. Battery connector looks okay. The first thing we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put this battery in here, see if it fires up. Well, we've got a blue light. So, this is a good sign. Which means we can probably restore this thing. I'm just kind of curious. Let's see if the cartridge slot works. I don't know if I want to stick my game in here or not. Okay, it detects a game is in there. So, but it's not reading it. So this one probably needs a cartridge slot as well. So let's see if we can do a full reset here. So this is going to take some work. But if we can fix this thing up, it's for the guy that owns Zuna Games, Nick. He can make a pretty penny on this, and I'll get some nice store credit out of it. So the battery's obviously shot. This battery is probably fairly low in charge just because I haven't charged it in forever. So let's dig into this thing a little bit more and see if we can kind of see. I'm going to put this on the charger. I got a little bit more battery juice. Obviously the built-in charging port isn't working. That's problem number one. But I need to replace the charging port in this too, so. Anyway, how is the chakra today? So that's toast. Let's see how bad the inside of this looks. Who is the chakra today? Okay, so those are the normal ones. If Wyvern shows up, maybe we'll open some Pokemon packs. Missing a screw somewhere? No, I think. I may have to look at a guide on this just because I don't want to break anything. Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe. I bet there's let me pull up the guide real quick. I bet there's probably screws under there. Hey, Kyrol, how's it going? Let's see here. New 3DS. Ah. Okay. Anybody on YouTube? Feel free to say hi. All right, so that's what I thought. I hate removing these things unless I absolutely have to. Because these aren't too bad. I think I can probably save them. Yeah, I think those will be okay. More often than not, these things just die. Okay, so at this point, this thing should... Oh, there we go. Okay. We'll pop you loose. And that should be that. Okay. Oh, dead bug in there. Beautiful. Gotta love the dead bugs. I can definitely deal with that. Okay, so the good thing is if we end up doing this port replacement, it looks like it's pretty simple to do. This is probably not going to be the easiest thing. Well, so this actually looks a lot easier to take apart than its predecessor. So this is actually the very first time I've had this is a new 3DS. And Kyrol, I've done them before. I've done a 3DS. I've done a couple of 3DSs on here. Okay. Here's a problem. Let's take a zoom into that. Okay. That's not ideal. So, and that's some pretty bad corrosion. So I'm going to attempt to clean this up. And I'm not sure what this is. But I don't think that's good. It can't be good. So, but the good thing is, it looks like we can hook everything up here without like having to take everything apart. And it looks like these are multiple boards here. So this is going to be one of your video drivers. This is the video driver for the front screen. And then these are, that's probably your video cable for the, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. So, I don't know. As you can see, the inside has had like Coke or something spilled on it. So that's probably corrosion from that. And I know for a fact this is all sorts of gunked up in there. I don't have like an overhead light, so you can't really see, but you can kind of see that there's a bunch of schmoo in there. So, yeah, it was a cockroach. Just one, luckily. I've thrown away consoles before, not gonna lie. So, probably wouldn't hurt to replace the joystick on this if I can. I'm gonna have to talk to the guy that owns it, because this is gonna be, I don't know what these run. And we could just do a USB-C install here, I think. And I think that's probably the hot ticket, is to do the USB-C mod while we're in it. So that would be my thought, because this connector is hosed. So we could almost just like heat that up and pop it right off. But yeah, we can. God, look at the size of these. I don't even know what those are. Are those components? I can't tell. That's crazy. I mean, those can't be resistors, are they? No, Kyrol, it was not. Also, GG on your new run, my dude. Okay, so we're gonna try to clean up this corrosion here. If I could get a mod to do a shout out for Kyrol, he is doing some Hexen 2 runs. That should pique a lot of people's interest in here. My keyboard's over there, so. Free world record. Don't you love those? I've had one of those before. That was my whipless run, was a free world record. But yeah, I wonder if I have. No, that's not a 3DS XL. That is something else. Not whip only, whipless. It was a new category that was added. Did we? No, we still have our music. Yes, that was not pleasant. So I'm kind of curious. Let's see if maybe that was causing an issue. Okay, so we still don't have... That doesn't feel good at all. Really should have had my Stream Deck set up, sorry. Okay, so we're gonna see. Okay, so unfortunately we are getting voltage to the board, which means that this guy here may not be... Now, interestingly, we're getting some voltage to the battery pins here. We're getting 0.7 volts. So I'm not familiar enough with the 3DS's charging circuit to really talk too intelligently about that. I'll have to dig into that. But let's just see here.
Containment failed. Experiment terminated. I came back too late. Now I'm following the sky. If you took what trust in me, I'll find you where.
Okay. Let's try an obvious grounding point. I would assume this is a ground. Okay, so that is the hot pin. Get that shmoo out of there. So, okay, so we're getting power here. I just want to be. If I do this test point, okay. So that tells me the charging port's not actually broken, it's the charging circuit that's bad. So I assume it's probably this chip right here. Let me kind of zoom in. So y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, and I'm just kind of guessing here. So there's a couple things we can talk about, right? All right, see this little thing here? This is the moisture detector. These are normally white or clear, and then whenever you get moisture, the dots appear. So these two test pads are your ground point. So you can see that goes to all the different ones. And then this one here is a positive power. Now, I don't know what that is. That's probably a fuse. So let's see if that's any good. Okay, so I've got 4 volts there, so that tells me that we do have voltage going to the charging circuit. So let me try to build up.
Followed me like a shadow,
Not really.
like it knew my face.
Can I do? Yeah. Let's do this.
Didn't raise my weapon, I let it stay. They said it could heal, They said it could give, I left it in their hands. I chose to believe. I left the station breathing. Light steady, systems clean. I turned away from orbit. Thought that meant the end.
Let's try this here.
Departure authorized. The galaxy
Sorry,
is
I should really
quiet.
have all this stuff set up. I should really get my benchtop multimeter set up over here.
I hadn't cleared the past. I was just standing still.
How are you, Mr. Budsy? So, let me show y'all what I was looking at. So this test point here is the ground. So if we look like right there, it's going to be 0 volts. And that's 4.91 volts DC. So that's coming off of here. So if we look over here, so we're getting 4 volts off of, this is a transformer here. So this is a DC to DC supply. So I'm wondering, oh, wrong test point. So if I go here, 0.7 volts, nothing. Okay. So let me make sure I'm doing this right here.
The lights are dead,
Put the battery in.
but the air still screams. Every coil
So the positive side is going to go there. Okay.
too slow.
So I'm gonna unplug that. This is the bad battery. Let's get the good one that's got some charge. So let's see what happens here. So first I'm going to meter this battery.
When you care.
And get my dirty dick beaters on it. So 3.8 volts. I'm going to put this guy in now. And I kind of want to see the behavior of let me do a beep test real quick. Okay, that is a good ground. Okay.
You still can't finish me.
You never do. Drop it. Chase me. Come and take it.
You don't get this.
You follow.
So let's see what happens whenever I put the battery in here. And plug the charger in. Okay, so I don't see any indication of charging here. Interesting.
This isn't over.
I know,
CDs is waiting.
so am I.
I will end you.
There's something definitely going wrong in the charging circuit here. So what's happening is whenever I'm plugging the battery in, the voltage on it is dropping to almost nothing. So that tells me that probably this guy right here is busted. I don't know this circuit, but that looks like the charge controller. So it looks like we've got a bad charging circuit here. So I could probably figure out a way to get that off at some point. So, but anyway, so we made a little bit of progress on this guy here. So we know that it's not dead, but it's going to need some work. And we know that the charging port is good. This is not good. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. You guys want to see the whole thing? We know that this is not good, so we're going to have to replace that. Apollo, how's it going? Nice. So, but we know that's bad. Obviously, the battery is bad because, I mean, look at that thing. The thing is fatter than I am after Thanksgiving dinner. So, we're gonna toss that, and I'm gonna put this in a baggie for now, because we definitely need to clean the inside of this as well. So, this will be a project for another day. Oh, well. If I put it back together, right? Come on. Go. Put this in there. I'll go get a weed baggie real quick. Or did I bring him in here? I thought I brought him in, but I did not. In my entire tool collection, what is my favorite tool? That's a really good question. Because I have tools for everything, right? So, let me think about that. I'll be right back. You mean just for like electronic repair, or? Honestly, probably this guy right here. If I had to pick something that I use across everything, this Gerber multi-tool. I had one of these back in my Iraq days. I unfortunately don't have that one anymore, but I bought a replacement about, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. And this thing here it does a little bit of everything. So that would be the big one. So let's put this stuff in here for now. Yeah, and there's, that's probably better than one I've got, but like I said, I carried that thing in Iraq for both of my deployments. And, yeah. It's not exactly a tool, but this stuff right here is by far the most useful stuff I have. Deoxit. I use this for working on guitars, guitar amps, audio, anything audio, any of the retro stuff. Use the shit out of this. And then, I mean, I've got some pretty cool RF test equipment. And it's not really a tool; it's a receiver. But I've got this. It's an ICOM R7000 wideband multi-mode receiver that I use for a shitload of stuff. Or used to when I did a lot of RF. Flute multimeter. Like I've got 3 of these bad boys. Sorry about that. So this is a hobby for me. I have done electronics and IT pretty much most of my life. Or related. I've worked on computers since I was like 13, 14, somewhere around there. I've worked IT. I used to sell computers and other business IT technology stuff at Office Depot way back in the day. When I was in the Army, I was a tanker, so that was like completely out of left field. Didn't really do much there. And then when I got out, I worked for a place called Spectrum Audio, and I did repairs on like vintage guitar amps and stuff. I did a lot of work on tube amps. That's also where I learned how to do live sound. So I started off just kind of being a roadie, I ran monitor boards and stuff, and then I started my own sound company. Came up here to Lubbock to go to Texas Tech for electrical engineering and worked for the department, repairing stuff and kind of running some of the stuff there for the stock rooms. Yeah, I eventually got into the broadcast field, and I've been there for 10 years, and I work on, I'm an RF engineer, so I work on TV and FM and AM radio transmitters. So I try not to do IT stuff anymore. Not a big fan of IT. But unfortunately, my job requires it occasionally. So, but yeah. So I've done this kind of stuff. Retro repair, I've only really been doing the last. I've tinkered with it, but I've kind of been doing it here on the stream. I do a lot of things on stream. If this is your first time here. Let me make sure I got my YouTube chat out. Double scuffed Stormy Cedo. I am so sorry. If you guys are still watching on YouTube, I had minimized. I swear I'm going to get better at YouTube. I'm dual streaming on Twitch right now, so yeah, hopefully we'll be able to salvage this thing. If you guys like watching this kind of stuff, I try to stream it more often. Yeah, I do a little bit of everything, Kyril. I usually get bored and I switch gears, but broadcast, there's enough stuff there that changes that I never really get bored. So I haven't quite pulled the ejection handles on that yet. So you just ordered a broken DS Lite that you plan on fixing. Nice. Be very careful with the ribbon cables on those. Those are a pain in the ass. Yeah, sorry guys on YouTube. My bad. But yeah, sorry, where was I? But yeah, so I do a lot of different things here. I'm primarily a speedrunner. I do Castlevania on the NES and various other games. I'm currently doing stuff for the Salsa Shack Mario Marathon. I can't even talk right now. Which I will be doing that tomorrow on my stream in the evening, I think. Once I get, it'll be really late tomorrow. We're learning more games for that. And also, I do miniature painting on here, and I do stuff here at the shop. Like I might be building a guitar one day, or working on a guitar, working on all sorts of retro stuff. We're gonna be doing an IPS swap in one of these soon. So, I may be designing things and 3D printing things and 3D print all sorts of stuff. Like this is one here. So I like to do this kind of stuff and show people that you can do it. If an idiot like me can do this stuff, anybody watching can do it. So, but since storm chasing season is coming up, I'm going to plug that too. I also do live storm chasing on here, and this year is going to be awesome, hopefully. Yes, right to repair. If you follow me on YouTube, I have a Clippy avatar there. I really should do like a kind of artwork with my icon here on Twitch and kind of Clippyify it, but I haven't. I'm not an artist, and I'm lazy, so that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I do talk about right to repair quite a bit on here. I'm definitely no Louis Rossman, but if I can get people to care about that just a little, because we couldn't do this cool stuff without some sort of ability to work on this stuff. And it sucks because when I was growing up, you could fix things. Things were designed to be fixed, and they aren't anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, Storm Chase is going to be great. I'm getting Starlink for the Colorado, which is now mine. I own it. It's my old work truck. I have a 2015 Chevy Colorado 4-wheel drive. Yeah, it's Aramis Belmont, and I think if you exclamation point, yeah, there you go. I am terrible at uploading videos, but I've got some rocketry stuff on there, some aviation stuff, just whatever. Yes, sorry. But yeah, storm chasing season is going to be great. We're going to have a couple of these OBS bot cameras mounted in the truck. I'm hoping to do a mounted PTZ camera on top. I'm going to be begging for money on that, so if you guys want to help fund that, that would be appreciated. I'm putting a lot of my personal money into it, but if we're chasing a lot, that's $160 a month just for Starlink. I can turn it on and off at will, so it's not like, a big deal or anything. But Starlink itself is $300 for the dish. I'm doing like $5,000 worth of work on the stupid truck just to get it ready. Yeah, Ubiquity's pretty cool. I just did a big install for the local gaming store. I did their cameras. I should probably put a YouTube video together on that. I did their basically their whole IT infrastructure, cameras, all of the Ethernet drops for the streaming computer, the stuff the TO is going to use for tournaments and stuff, because they do card tournaments where they have 100, 120 people up there. We did the sound system install. Yeah, well, it's a very expensive dish, Luthon. So I've got some AliExpress stuff that I'm going to go through here before I've got to go. Because unfortunately, I still do sound occasionally. Yeah, their cameras are phenomenal, but they don't. It's not a Ubiquiti camera I'm gonna get. I don't think, because they're not. I don't know. I've got to see if I can make it work standalone. If I can make it work standalone, I may get one, but they're fairly expensive. I kind of want to get the OBS bot makes one that's pretty nice, but I've got to build like a shield on top of it for hail, because we go through a couple. That's another expense with storm chasing, is we go through a couple of windshields a season usually. So, anyway, where was I? Luthon, I think, or did I already put it back in there? No, this is yours. No, it's not. Where's yours? Oh, well, let's clean this up for you. Yeah. Got all that filthy schmoo on it. But yeah, I need to probably get my PayPal account reactivated and all that jazz. But and you've got your Pokemon's game in there. Just clean up this case. Let's do a complete job for old Luthon here. This is just isopropyl alcohol, some MG chemicals. Well, this one's not. This is actually from, I don't know, Max Tide. You got this on Amazon. Still giving you the stink eye, Luthon. Just so you know, you can't see it, but it's there. Nice, 12. I will save that for the next time I buy a Powerball ticket. Which actually, it's getting kind of big again, isn't it? I usually wait till it's like, I don't know, 500 million or so, and then I'll buy a ticket here or there. It's not smart financial things to do, but, you know, it's fun. Damn, Luthon. It's almost like this thing is, you know, 15 years old or something. Yeah, it's always fun. I have a few tickets that I didn't redeem last time. I know I didn't win, so it's like, I probably didn't win anything at all on them, but I should probably check them. You know, maybe there's $1,000 there. Maybe there's part of the storm chasing thing. So. So, Paulo, do you stream on here? Did you do IT stuff? Oh, cool. What are you going to stream? I don't know when Luthon's going to get this back, since he never wants to come up and hang out, but you know, maybe one of these days. I've only had it for 3 months or so, or 5 months, however long. Cool, you should. It's really easy. Microphone, cheap webcam. And the ability to fuck things up royally. You don't have to fix anything. You just break things. People appreciate that. It's been a few months. Been at least 2. Last time I was up there was what, Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Another system proven. Another lesson learned.
This may take a little bit more than I had anticipated to do. In fact, I'm going to see if I can get a reprieve from... I'm supposed to meet these guys at 4:30. I'm going to see if I can meet them at 5. Just don't want to crack open my AliExpress haul. I was hoping we'd see Wyvern on here, but he must be out watching a game.
The ground gives way. Every step I take, like it wants
Okay, I got a reprieve. I've got a few more minutes.
what I couldn't save. Humidity in my lungs.
Okay, I'll finish cleaning this up before I get it to you, Luthon.
This place keeps asking what
Alright. This is mine. Guess we can put mine back together. Ah, dropping things everywhere. Okay, my battery. That is not my... Or is it? That's mine. Oh, this one kind of... This is... Okay. Yeah, that one kind of slides on. Got DSs for days here. All right, let's take a look at the AliExpress haul. Where is my box? I have a box. First off, we'll start off with this little mat here, which kind of got folded. It's a nice little cutting mat, though. I showed this stuff off on stream at home, but it's not really that great to look at stuff from there. But yeah, there's a few people. Apollo. Also, with that kind of username, you're in good company here. I've got a flying model of a Saturn V sitting behind me. And I'm currently 3D printing a 1/60th scale Saturn V. Okay, so I got these guys here, which are... These are additional pieces for this, and I thought I ordered an extra plate, but I got it wrong. So I just ordered another set. So I'll have 6 of these grabby guys. And 2 plates. I just need to, like, grab a piece of steel, spray some paint on it, and use it. But 2 plates is nice because I can kind of move them around and stuff. So... I got these probes here. These were about $5. And see if we can zoom in, and I'm going to compare them that seam now. So I don't need it anymore. There we go. We're going to compare these to my fluke probes that I'm currently using wherever I put them. I just had that damn thing. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. So, these are quite a bit finer. So, that's not bad. They're not exactly what I was hoping they would be, but for the price, I can't complain too much. So, I need to find my high voltage probes. Those are kind of cool to show off. So, what else did we get? This is a little 5-volt Bluetooth amplifier and BMS. So it'll actually charge a battery for you. So this is crazy, by the way. This thing was like $2 or something. And let's zoom in on it. So this thing was like $2. Oh, we lost our audios. See if I can fix that real quick. There we go. And let me get my YouTube chat back up. Sorry guys, if you're watching on YouTube, I am paying attention now, I promise. For what it's worth. Where's my pokey thing? I need my pokey stick. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, dropping the pokey stick. Okay. So yeah, this dude for like is like $2 or something is a Bluetooth speaker. So you plug it into a speaker. But I don't know where the speaker connections are on it. Interesting. So that's here we go. So yeah, you put a little 1S battery on this fucking. It's like a 2 watts. It says it's 2 watts, I think, or maybe 5 watts. It's either 2 or 5 watts. But there's your speaker connections and B minus B plus. It's designed to charge a 1S LiPo battery. So we'll probably do something with this. I don't know what, but we'll figure something out. That'll be a cool little project. What should we build into a Bluetooth speaker? Maybe y'all can give me some ideas on that. Okay, these are just little USB-C. Really needed my damn Stream Deck hooked up. Now this is for a project. I'm doing a full-scale Space Marine helmet, and this is going to basically power the lights on it. So, little USB-C plug, that's all these are. Nothing for nothing. Just toss it over there for now. These are also just little USB-C boards. And they come in a little 5-pack. Another one of those Bluetooth modules. Now this is interesting. I need to figure this out, but this is a basically a little smoke generator, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it. And I thought it had the little pump and stuff, but it does not, so I had to figure that out. Okay, so this is a little electronics kit, and we may just go ahead and build this real quick. Because it's super simple. Little glowy, and you just give it 5 volts and she's good to go. So we'll build that. I think I got time to do. I got time to do that. Put that over here. And we've got some magnets. Neodymium magnets. Not super strong, but you know, for doing stuff with miniatures, they will be perfectly good for that. And they were like $3. So here's another kit. This will actually be a fun one to play with. This is a little high precision signal generator DIY kit. Sine, angle, square wave, 1 hertz, 1 megahertz, frequency range, adjustable frequency, color, red. So this is, let's zoom in just a little bit. Oh, it comes with the case too. Nice. So this is just a little frequency generator kit. So, or function generator, I should say. So we will build that, and that'll be cool to kind of talk about because that's some basic electronics that if you guys aren't familiar with, well, you can learn. So let's build this kit here, shall we? Okay, let's read the instructions here. The lamp is made of ceramic material and is easy to break. Handle it with care during welding and assembly to avoid damage to the lamp. Solder the lamp last. The short pin of the lamp is positive and the long pin is negative. Very important to know. Okay. Short pin of the electrolytic capacitor is negative. The long pin is positive. Hopefully you guys know that from, watching for a while now. Input voltage DC 5 volts. Solder the touch chip SGL80222W. The small dot mark on the chip corresponds to the small dart printed on the PCB. Resistance value. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance. B. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance. B. Check the resistance value through the resistance color ring. By short pressing less than 0.5 seconds the touch button, you can easily turn the light on and off. When the light is turned on, long pressing the touch button will start the stepless dimming function, and the brightness can be adjusted freely. After the dimming is completed, the chip will automatically memorize the selected brightness. When the light is turned on next time, the light brightness will rise smoothly to the memorized brightness to avoid sudden, strong light irritation to the eyes. We don't want that. Okay. I don't even know what language that is. I don't know what language that is. And my German friends on here. Die Lampen besteht aus Ceramik und ist leicht zerbierachlich. Don't break the blinking lights. That one's German. Really? Russian, maybe? But I don't think so. Maybe? Spanish, maybe? La Lampera. Spanish or Portuguese? Don't recognize that one either. Anyway. I only speak English, so sue me. Alright, well, it doesn't really give a lot of instructions here, does it? That's okay. We'll figure it out. Give her the old college try, huh? Okay, solder the lamp last. So, Here's the schematic. Don't need that. Well, we kind of do, but... Or do we? Okay, so let's do the chip first. The chip is in here. So let's turn on the old soldering iron. You guys want to see the reflow in action, the reflow machine in action? That'd be kind of cool, huh? Let me go get some solder paste. This is going to be kind of magical. Okay, I'm actually just going to dump all of this stuff on here. I don't know the heat resistance on this stupid thing. It was $2, so I don't really want to push it. Okay. So, do we want to go super zoom? Let's go super zoom. Okay. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to put some solder paste on this little guy. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't seen this. I've seen this kind of container before. This is what my speakers came in for the Game Boys, so very interesting. Oops. Not what I'm trying to do. Okay. We're looking for the dot on the chip. Okay, and then it's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Get a little bit of extra. There we go. That's all we need, though. That's really way too much, but you can see this little tiny dot on the chip there, and that corresponds with the dot there. I'm going to kind of rotate this around. We're just going to kind of roughly put it in place. And then I'm going to put some flux on here. Put that back in place. And take our hot air.
Detroit is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. And why am I still burning?
And if that works right, look at that. Solders it right in place. You don't even have to do any work. Now we got to do a little bit of work, but not too much. We got a little bit of cleanup we need to do there. Oh, no. I guess we're going to be soldering with this. Just a little bit of cleanup there. And now she's on there.
This isn't mine.
Easy and free. I could have hand soldered. I could have hand soldered that with this, but it's kind of cool to show how the
Like the ruins
hot air works, right?
every step
Okay, so now that's on there. Let's go through the destructions here. Okay, so R1 is 100, so that's going to be a brown, black, black, black. Okay, so this is our 47K. This is probably a 1K. And that's a 100. And these are, it's a little hard to tell on these guys because they don't have the gold and silver tolerance rings because they're more precision resistors. So. It's okay. We'll verify with the multimeter. Yeah. So, all these guys over here. So 96. Yeah, fucking 1% my ass. Okay, and this will be a 1K. And this will be a 4.7K up here. Okay. So, let's see if we can do this in like 10 minutes. So we need R1, R2, and R3. R1, R2, and R3.
Follow the dark the same way you did. If something rules this ship, you're about to meet it. The air just changed. It noticed you.
R2. R3. Oh, oops.
Everything was different down here. Every
Put one of those in the wrong one.
step it should. Water pools at every joint like it
Not you.
wants me
You.
to stop.
That's a 1K.
My suit feels heavier. My thoughts do too. The silence presses in, asking what I'm still
Yep, it's discard it like the X.
enough. You don't have to keep singing. Let the current take you. You've already
1K. One K and 4.7K.
keep fighting the weight. I'm not done.
Okay, let's
Time stretches underwater. Moments blur
probably fairly securely hold it like this.
easy to
That gives me a lot of room to work.
focus in my grip, but I learn what happens when I let go. I've seen what fills the space when I stop moving. Rest feels good down here. No fire, no alarms, just quiet. Quiet never saved anyone. The pressure says surrender. The track says I'm alone. You're tired, you're empty. I'm still breathing. Every stroke forward is a choice. Every second under. I remember why I fight. You can't stop. Slow doesn't mean finish. Heavy doesn't mean
Okay, I think that's all of them. Okay, now this is the part where you want to have your safety squints engaged. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. If you just grab the little dudes, you can also set them aside and they don't go flying everywhere. Just be careful, they may be hot.
but it won't decide. I keep moving until
Oh, I did not get that one. There we go. Uh-oh. I got something where I shouldn't have.
It's quiet here, too quiet to trust.
It's okay, we can clean it up. We have the technology.
No blood in the water. The ground looks solid until it moves, and every step takes more than it gives.
Maybe. If not, I got a solder sucker.
Nothing's chasing you.
There we go. Much better.
You can rest just for a moment. That's what scares
Okay.
me. Nothing is attacking me. Nothing has teeth.
Okay, now capacitors are next. And let's zoom in here so you guys can see. I got little codes on them. That's a 104. That's 103. So these basically tell you the value of the capacitor. So 104 is 100 nanofarads. So 103 is 10 nanofarads. So it's basically the first two digits are the first two numbers, and then the other one is the exponent.
This feels different, like I don't matter at all. No hatred, no sound, just wait in time. Let it take you, you've earned the quiet. You don't have to struggle. Every second struggle is how I stay alive.
Okay, electrolytics. The long leg is the positive. And we've got two. We've got a 47 and a 47 microfarad, so they're both the same size. So we'll put the long leg in there.
Into something gentle.
I also have a white stripe on them that indicates the negative.
Decide how I end. Just stop moving.
These guys are supposed to be bent over like that. Oops, get back in there.
Everything's wrong. You can't fight the ground.
If you have problems with components falling out, you can bend the legs just a hair like that.
Quiet doesn't mean mercy. I keep moving, or I die.
Accidentally. Yep. Okay.
These holes remember fire, older than my name.
And then we've still got these two to do here.
Stone unseen empires, burning for the same. I walked through ghosts already. Watch kings red in place.
Okay. Send those guys down. And then we've got the Q. Snick. I am working on a little fading light board of some kind. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's supposed to have lights on it. So Q indicates a transistor. Slap the old transistor in there like so. Go like this.
You're just next. You're just You wear new bodies. You crawl back from flame, but the scream is always yours.
We got a solder bridge there. We don't want that. So we're going to do this here. Yeah, still got it. May have to trim the legs first. Let's go ahead and trim the legs. No, I think we're good. Okay, there we go. Snick, since you're here, what would you like us to bring tomorrow? Okay, so the only thing we need to do now is put the LEDs in and the 5-volt. Okay, we'll just use one of these handy dandy USB-C thingies that I ordered, because why not? That'd be cool, right? Make sure we solder it in the right way, otherwise we let the magic smoke out.
born in fire. You'll die the same. I am a constant. I remember
Other than that, I was talking food items, Nick. Chaser, I opened it with a batleth. You weren't there. I opened it last night. Okay, so supposedly these are fragile, so we want to be careful with them. And it says on these the the short pin on the lamp is positive. Okay.
Sand in the hole, bones in the walls, they don't scream anymore.
Okay, let's do this here.
I know this place, I know the shape of a stolen life. You were taken, then copied, then broken. I and you,
Okay.
because
Never soldered these before, so this
no mercy, no fear, no turning back.
I gotta bring something, Snick. You know me by now. And if I wanted payment for my services, I'd bill you. It's not like I'm doing anything special, dude. We're putting some ends on cable. But yeah, Chaser, that was before you showed up last night. It was opened with a batleth. So you guys can see what I'm doing here.
Ridley is gone. Mother brain waits.
That was terrible, but we'll fix it in post.
I am still standing.
Okay, come back over here. Oh, way too much.
This room hums like it's alive. Every wall
Okay,
watching me fade
one more and we'll fire it up. See how she looks, yeah?
more than before. Glass breaks and I feel small. I fire until my arms shake. You answer with light and hate. I stand because that's all I know, not because I think I'll win. I've come too far to kneel, too far to beg. If this is where
Oops, sorry.
it ends, then I end it standing. I will not look away,
Chaser, how are you today?
even if I fall. I've carried worse than fear.
Okay,
I'm
so What do y'all think? 1 in chat if you think it's going to work. 2 if you think it's going to blow up.
Armor screaming, systems gone. My legs won't answer anymore.
Get your predictions in. Get your predictions in.
Ashes up to meet me. So this is it. After everything. Wait.
I'm going to grab a USB-C cable. Kind of need one. And sucker butt.
You doing no? You shouldn't be here. I'm here to protect you. Take my breath. I feel like throwing my strength now. Take it, or I never asked for love. You're giving me everything.
Lupin has no faith in me. That's okay.
Standing again. No.
Hey, Dirkwar. Welcome in. All right, let's find out, shall we?
Stay back. This is
I'll unplug my 3DS charger for now. I think we get enough charge on that. Oh, cheap
let me give you
charger here. It's going to give me 5 Chucherinos. Select the right Chucher. Let's plug her in. Okay, now supposedly if we short tap. Hey! Look at that, we built something cool. It's like a little night light or something, right? And then what are the instructions here? I read them, but I already forgot them. By short pressing, so we can long press and dim it. That's pretty cool. What'd y'all think? Not bad for a little $2 kit or something like that, right? That's pretty nifty Cheeto. So, but anyway, that's it for me. I gotta run. Let's see if it remembers from power down. Hey, it remembers. It fades in. All right, cool. Well, that's it for me. Let's find somebody to raid, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow with some more Mario Day Marathon Madness. Oh, I know where we're going. Okay, if you guys want to do me a huge favor, if you have the Triceranaut emote. Triceranachos emote. Throw it up in Wyvern's chat. This one right here. That's his favorite emote of all time. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.
Really overpriced, and then it was just like these few coins on the shelf that were like okay value. Art collecting before some wealthy people open up their own galleries and all. Yeah, art collecting could be cool, I guess, but that would be an expensive thing. I guess that's one thing I like about some of the antique postcards I've been buying lately is that like they're little pieces of art that you can get for like £1 each, and they're like 100 years, over 100 years old. It's like, oh, that's kind of neat. Like looking at like some postcards of like my local town and stuff from like 1910 and stuff. Oh, that's kind of cool, seeing like the horse and cart in the streets and stuff. I guess some people like that with stamps as well. You know, it's like it's a way of collecting like a cheap antique history for very little money. I guess that's why I'm like that with glassware, I suppose.